Hello, I'm glad you're here. I'm NatsMan, and I'm reading the Bible from beginning to end, from Genesis to Revelations. Please join me in this journey and make God's Word a part of your everyday life. This is video number 28, and today we're reading from the book of Exodus, starting in chapter 26. But before we start, I want to do a short recap of what we did in the last video, which was 23, 24, and 25. In 23, the laws now focus on integrity, justice, and mercy. God commands fairness in the courts and kindness even to enemies. He also establishes Sabbath laws and the 3 annual festivals. God promises to send an angel ahead to guide and protect Israel. In 24, Moses confirms the covenant between God and Israel, and the people agree to obey. Moses sprinkles blood to seal the agreement, and he then ascends Mount Sinai, where he remains for 40 days to receive God's laws. And in 25, God gives instructions for the building of the tabernacle, a sacred place for his presence. He describes the Ark of the Covenant, the table for the bread of the presence, and the golden lampstand, each rich with spiritual symbolism. And with that, we will start Exodus 26. Exodus 26. Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, and cherubim. You shall make them with the work of a skillful workman. The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. All the curtains shall have one measure. 5 curtains shall be coupled together to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another. You shall make loops of blue on the edge of the one curtain from the edge in the coupling, and you shall do likewise on the edge of the curtain that is outermost on the second coupling. You shall make 50 loops in the one curtain, and you shall make 50 loops in the edge of the curtain that is in the second coupling. The loops shall be opposite one another. You shall make 50 clasps of gold, and couple the curtains to one another with the clasps. The tabernacle shall be a unit. You shall make curtains of goat hair for a covering over the tabernacle. You shall make 11 curtains. The length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. The 11 curtains shall have one measure. You shall couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double over the 6th curtain in the forefront of the tent. You shall make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outermost in the coupling, and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain which is outermost in the second coupling. You shall make 50 clasps of bronze, and put the clasps into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one. The overhanging part that remains of the curtains of the tent, the half curtains that remain, shall hang over the back of the tabernacle. The cubit on the one side and the cubit on the other side of that which remains in the length of the curtains of the tent shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side to cover it. You shall make a covering for the tent of ram's skin dyed red, and a covering of sea-cow hides above. You shall make the boards for the tabernacle of acacia wood, standing upright. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and 1.5 cubits the width of each board. There shall be 2 tenons in each board, joined to one another. Thus you shall make for all the boards of the tabernacle. You shall make 20 boards for the tabernacle for the south side southward. You shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets above one board for its 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for its 2 tenons. For the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, 20 boards, and their 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, 2 sockets under another board. For the far side of the tabernacle westward, you shall make 6 boards, You shall make 2 boards for the corners of the tabernacle in the far side. They shall be double underneath, and in the same way they shall be whole to its top to 1 ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. There shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under 1 board, 2 sockets under another board. You shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards on the side of the tabernacle for the far side westward. The middle bar in the middle of the boards shall pass through from end to end. You shall overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for the places for their bars. You shall overlay the bars with gold. You shall set up the tabernacle according to the way that it was shown to you on the mountain. You shall make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen with cherubim. It shall be the work of a skilled workman. You shall hang it on 4 pillars of acacia overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold on 4 sockets of silver. You shall hang up the veil under the clasps, and shall bring the ark of the covenant in there within the veil. The veil shall separate the holy place from the most holy for you. You shall put the mercy seat on the ark of the covenant in the most holy place. You shall set the table outside the veil, and the lampstand opposite the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. You shall put the table on the north side. You shall make a screen for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, the work of an embroiderer. You shall make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold. You shall cast 5 sockets of bronze for them. That was 26. Now for 27. You shall make the altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide. The altar shall be square. Its height shall be 3 cubits. You shall make its horns on its 4 corners, and its horns shall be of 1 piece with it. You shall overlay it with bronze. You shall make its pots to take away its ashes, and its shovels, its basins, its meat hooks, and its fire pans. You shall make all its vessels of bronze. You shall make a grating for it of network of bronze. On the net you shall make 4 bronze rings in its 4 corners. You shall put it under the ledge around the altar underneath, that the net may reach halfway up the altar. You shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. Its poles shall be put into the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar when carrying it. You shall make it hollow with planks. They shall make it as it has been shown you on the mountain. You shall make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward. There shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen, 100 cubits long for one side. Its pillars shall be 20, and their sockets 20 of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. Likewise, for the length of the north side, there shall be hangings 100 cubits long, and its pillars 20, and their sockets 20 of bronze. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. For the width of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits. Their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. The width of the court on the east side eastward shall be 50 cubits. The hangings for the one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. For the other side shall be hangings of 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. For the gate of the court shall be a screen of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, the work of an embroiderer. Their pillars 4, and their sockets 4. All the pillars of the court around shall be filleted with silver, their hooks of silver, and their sockets of bronze. The length of a court shall be 100 cubits, and the width 50 throughout, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of bronze. All the instruments of the tabernacle, in all its services, and all its pins, and all the pins of the court, shall be bronze. You shall command the children of Israel that they bring to you pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause a lamp to burn continually in the tent of meetings outside the veil, which is before the covenant. Aaron and his sons shall keep it in order from evening to morning before Yahweh. It shall be a statute forever throughout their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel. That's 27, 28. Bring Aaron your brother and his sons with him near to you from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me in the priest's office. Aaron with Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. You shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. You shall speak to all who are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they make Aaron's garments to sanctify him, that he may minister to me in the priest's office. These are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod, a robe, a fitted tunic, a turban, and a sash. They shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and his sons, that he may minister to me in the priest's office. They shall use the gold, and the blue, and the purple, and the scarlet, and the fine linen. They shall make the ephod of gold, blue, purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen, the work of a skillful workman. It shall have 2 shoulder straps joined to the 2 ends of it, that it may be joined together. The skillfully woven band which is on it shall be like its work, and of the same piece of gold, blue, purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen. You shall take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel, 6 of their names on the one stone, and the names of the 6 that remain on the other stone, in the order of their birth. With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet, you shall engrave the 2 stones according to the names of the children of Israel. You shall make them to be enclosed in settings of gold. You shall put the 2 stones on the shoulder straps of the ephod, to be stones of memorial for the children of Israel. Aaron shall bear their names before Yahweh on his 2 shoulders for a memorial. You shall make settings of gold, and the 2 chains of pure gold. You shall make them like cords of braided work. You shall put the braided chains on the setting. You shall make a breastplate of judgment, the work of a skillful workman, like the work of the ephod you shall make it, of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. You shall make it. It shall be square and folded double. A span shall be its length, and a span its width. You shall set it in settings of stone, 4 rows of stones. A row of ruby, topaz, and beryl shall be the first row, and the second row a turquoise, a sapphire, and an emerald, and the third row a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst, and the 4th row a chrysolite, an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be enclosed in gold in their settings. The stones shall be according to the names of the children of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, every one according to his name. They shall be for the 12 tribes. You shall make on the breastplate chains like cords of braided work of pure gold. You shall make it on the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shall put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. You shall put the 2 braided chains of gold in the 2 rings at the ends of the breastplate. The other 2 ends of the 2 braided chains you shall put on the 2 settings, and put them on the shoulder straps of the ephod in its forepart. You shall make 2 rings of gold, and you shall put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate on its edge, which is toward the side of the ephod inward. You shall make 2 rings of gold, and shall put them on the 2 shoulder straps of the ephod underneath in its forepart, close by its coupling, above the skillfully woven band of the ephod. They shall bind the breastplate by its rings to the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it may be on the skillfully woven band of the ephod, and that the breastplate may not swing out from the ephod. Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment on his heart, when he goes into the holy place for a memorial before Yahweh continually. You shall put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be on Aaron's heart when he goes in before Yahweh. Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel on his heart before Yahweh continually. You shall make the robe of the ephod out of blue. It shall have a hole for the head in the middle of it. It shall have a binding of woven work around its hole, and as it were the hole of a coat of mail that is not torn. On its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue and of purple and of scarlet all around its hem, with bells of gold between and around them. A golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate around the hem of the robe. It shall be on Aaron to minister, and its sound shall be heard when he goes into the holy place before Yahweh, when he comes out, that he not die. You shall make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it, like the engravings of a signet, holy to Yahweh. You shall put it on a lace of blue, and it shall be on the sash. It shall be on the front of the sash. It shall be on Aaron's forehead, and Aaron shall bear the iniquity of the holy things, which the children of Israel shall make holy in all their holy gifts. It shall be always on his forehead, that they may be accepted before Yahweh. You shall weave the tunic with fine linen. You shall make a turban of fine linen. You shall make a sash, the work of the embroiderer. You shall make tunics for Aaron's sons. You shall make sashes for them. You shall make headbands for them, for glory and for beauty. You shall put them on Aaron your brother, and on his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me in the priest's office. You shall make them linen pants to cover their naked flesh. They shall reach from the waist even to the thighs. They shall be on Aaron and on his sons when they go in to the tent of meeting, or when they come near to the altar to minister in the holy place, that they don't bear iniquity and die. This shall be a statute forever to him and to his offspring after him. And that ends Exodus 28. That was the book of Exodus, chapters 26, 27, and 28 on video number 28. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this project, this endeavor to read the entire Bible. I hope you enjoy listening as much as I enjoy reading. Please feel free to comment if you so desire. Also, please subscribe and give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I hope you come back for the next video, and until then, thank you. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm NatsMan, and I'm out.